Viherjoki. She'd like to talk to us about overall parents.
Andrew Carnegie, a well-known Scottish-American industrialist and considered to be the second richest man in history, once stated, "You cannot push anyone up a ladder unless they are willing to climb a little themselves." Hello, my name is Kaitlin Viherjoki and I'm a grade 8 student at St. Joseph's School. My parents allowed me to learn from my successes and mistakes to move forward in life. I believe without a doubt that parents must step back and stop being over-involved in their kids' lives. First of all, kids need to learn how to be independent. Also, parents controlling everything about their child's life is a setup for failure in the future. Lastly, kids must learn from their own mistakes. First and foremost, children must learn independence and can't do so if parents are always doing things for them, when really they can do these activities by themselves. They can't develop independence if that's how they grow up. In an article I read, it stated that youth with helicopter parents often get anxious whenever faced with a challenge they have to solve on their own. This is a result of their parents always telling them what to do and how to do it. They don't learn self-reliance, so they don't feel confident in their ability to handle the world. Secondly, when helicopter parents micromanage their kids' life, it sets kids up for failure in the future. They often don't develop the proper social skills needed for when they become adults. This will affect them in the workplace. A study showed that youth with over-involved parents often lack competence and struggle to receive gainful employment. They can become devastated from constant failure and won't know how to handle it. All because their parents teach them that everyone's a winner, and these kids often grow up thinking they're the center of the universe. Out of 1.8 million youth, 1/3 of them are unemployed because they don't possess the life skills needed for a job. Without a job, they could have financial issues and become homeless or have to live with their parents forever. Helicopter parenting is increasing and becoming more and more common. If this continues, it will mean certain disaster for future generations. Finally, kids must learn the consequences for their actions and cannot do this when parents are always the ones making all of the decisions. It is crucial children learn from mistakes because if they don't, they will grow up thinking they can get away with anything, which is not the case. A clinical psychology research paper showed that the way people view their mistakes dictates how well we are able to learn and progress. Those who obtain the ability to recognize and learn from their actions will succeed much faster when faced with challenges. Others will wallow in their mistakes and won't know how to deal with consequences. Helicopter parents don't want their children to face failure, but if they don't, their life will become increasingly more difficult. In conclusion, over-involved parents must stop hovering over their children. Every child needs to learn independence. Also, helicopter parenting will negatively affect a kid's future. And lastly, kids must be able to learn from their actions. I challenge you today to stop and think of what might become of our world if helicopter parenting continues to become the norm. Thank you.
Kaitlin, the co-winner in first place